found most people don't know who they are.
I mean, I know my name, I know my age, I know where I live.
Yeah, that's not
What
you,
else
though.
is there?
If you ask the average person who they are, they'll give you their name. They'll say, I'm Bob Proctor, but I'm not. Bob and Proctor are two words. My parents give them to me. They're called names, but it's not me. It's my name. Then somebody will say, well, this is me, but this isn't me either. It's my body. Like, you never phone down here to the studio and say, body won't be in today. It's sick.
Okay.
You know, we don't say am hand or am leg. It's my hand, my leg, my body, my name. Who am I? See, I think we live simultaneously on three planes of understanding. We're spiritual creatures, we have an intellect, and we live in physical bodies.
Okay.
But because we lack awareness or understanding of who we are, we're totally locked into a physical world, and we let things outside of us control us. 95% of the population are reacting to life. They're not really living at all.
Now, that short was very, very interesting to me. A lot was said in such a short amount of time. And what I've taken from that is life is predestined. When he said 95% of the world is reacting and not really living, that right there was a great millstone. That hit heavy. And I thought about it, it's like, well, it kind of makes sense when, if you think about the society today, the only people who really know what's going on will be the elite of the wicked, you know, the elite of the all the heathens, you know, they know who we are, and only the elect of Israel. That's a very small portion of the world, right? And then a few stragglers out there in different nations that know. But the point of the matter is that he said we're spiritual. Pretty much, we are spiritual beings. What I'm saying, we're spiritual beings. We have intellect and we live in the fit, but we have a physical body. But every spirit is not the same, and everybody don't have the same type of intellect. Nonetheless, though, the title of this video, bear with me for a moment. Spirit hit. Free will is false. Spiritual beings in the physical world. And before I proceed, I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to the Most High, Yahawah, and His only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus. I also want to give double honors to the elders at Great Millstone, who taught me this truth through the Spirit. Single honors to the elect, peace and blessings to the 1/3, and to the confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth. I want the spiritual hits to be short, but sometimes the spirit just takes over. So to go on to show you how we are different, we have different spirits. We all are not the same, okay? Now pay attention. This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, which is in the Apocrypha, a part of the King James 1611 version Bible, forgive me. This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33, verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them, and made their ways diverse. Hence the 95% and the 5%. The Bible also says the slain of the Lord shall be many. So 95% only reacting. Like I said, a lot of people walking around this world, they are literally NPCs, or their names that will never be shown in the credits at the end of a movie. All right. Verse 12, some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them he sanctified and set near himself. But some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. So that goes to show you that the Lord has already had it predestined on what kind of ways or mannerisms the nations or the people would be, and who will be blessed and who will be cursed. Verse 13, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liketh him him best. I'm getting excited. To render to them as liketh him best. So, get some water. Salakia. Lo siento. Yo necesito beber agua. I'm sorry. I needed some water. I just woke up. Anyhow, nonetheless though. So going back, the Lord has created our ways diverse from the beginning. So in the understanding, let's get to it. Remember, free will is false. Spiritual beings in a physical world. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6 through 7. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Whenever you see Lord in all capital letters in the Old Testament, that right there will be the name Yahawah. Okay. Now 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 7. Yahawah maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. So the status of everyone on earth has already been predestined by the Lord. We all are playing out a script that we're not reading, we're living. But understand that we also are reading that same script. It's called the Bible. Notice they also call it the scriptures. Come on. In Hollywood, don't everyone have a script on how they should act or react? Can't make this up, yo. You know, it's like we had camp, and then one Jake was out there breaking bread with us. I'm gonna go into that video too. And he said, yeah, like how the Lord told Jeremiah, you gotta know them since the womb. Yeah. Jeremiah was young. He was like, how can I go to these people? I'm young. The Lord said, he said, I've known thee since the womb, and I ordained thee to be a prophet. And then that prompted me to go to Sirach 1:14, where it said, matter of fact, let me get it. Boom. Sirach 1:14. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. In the womb. So the faithful, as you see right now today, was already predestined since the womb. It tells you that. Remember when, oh my God. Remember when said Mary and what was her name? It wasn't Naomi. What's her name? Forgive me. Dang. John the Baptist's mother's name. God dang, forgive me, man. I'm just blanking right now. Remember when their wombs was near each other, their children started moving in the womb as if they knew the presence was there? That was spiritual. YAHAWASHI. Come on, man. Man, this is so beautiful. Anyways, let's get back to it. So this lets you know, man, the Lord controls all aspects of life. Oh, and I got another one and another one. This is another aspect to show you that the Lord controls all things. So free will is false, and we are spiritual beings in a physical world. Where is it? It's in Romans. Oh, spirit heavy. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to be a spiritual hit. This might be a spiritual knockout. This is Romans chapter 9. Verse 10. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, this is talking about Jacob and Esau, Jacob, the Israelites, so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans today. Esau, the Edomites, would be the descendants of the Caucasians, regardless of what land they claim to live in. They are Caucasians, right? They dwell from the Caucasus Mountain after the before the Renaissance. Wow, bird, was that an eagle that flew by? That was a big shadow. Anyways, I love nature because it's the Lord. Forgive me. Romans 9:11. For the children being not yet born. Listen here. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. Man, that's cold, y'all. Check this out. It was said under her, the elder shall serve the younger. Remember, Esau came out first, and Jacob, our forefather, was holding his heel because they were fighting in the womb. Verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Whew. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then, is it not of him that willeth? I have to say that free will, y'all. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that sheweth mercy. So much for their free will, right? So, Ephesians chapter 1, verse 3 through 6. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord, YAHAWASHI, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings and heavenly places in Mashiach, according as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. Let that sink in. Read again. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us. Come on, y'all. So much for their free will, right? Unto the adoption of children by Yahawashi Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved. Notice that. Us. It's a lot of us. It's not saying all. It's saying a lot of us, right? But predestined, right? Remember that. No free will. What are you talking about? Right? So even if somebody say, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in the Bible, I believe that when I die, I'm going to come back as a fir tree or as a peregrine falcon, you know, or as a death otter or a beautiful butterfly. I'm like, the day you was born, did you have any say so? They look at me and they could say yes or no. The answer is no. It's rhetorical. So there is a higher power. And the intellect that you have is not that of a butterfly. Because you can catch a butterfly. A butterfly can never catch you. Like the mentality of people. That's beautiful. That reminded me of something. I got to bring this precept out. To go to show you that the mind, man, can make people think the craziest things. Because they really think they have free will. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart. If you see that word heart in the Bible, it goes back to your mind. You know, people say, I feel it in my heart. I still love you. But all jokes aside, your heart doesn't house emotions. It doesn't house any thoughts. But certain thoughts and emotions can make your heart change its rhythm to palpitate. Sometimes a bad breakup can make someone feel like they're having a heart attack. That's very true. There's an actual like medical term for that, on cardiomyopathy or something like that. But nonetheless, though, your heart is not where your intellect is at, because your brain is so intelligent. When people starve or for like a vast amount of time without food and water, like your brain will shut down all the other organs to stay alive. So how smart is your heart? Jeremiah chapter 17, forgive me, y'all. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart, your mind, is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? It said, so your mind is desperate to be wicked. So who's your worst enemy? Yourself. There's a 50-50 chance I could tell you the truth, but I know 100% the lie unless I have a plague or a demon or a mental illness. If I have a cognitive mind and I know right from wrong, come on. Your mind is desperate to be wicked. Why? Right now, Job 9:24, the earth given to the hands of the wicked. But not to veer off from the subject. Remember, there's no such thing as free will. It's all about the will of the Lord. Ooh, dang, my fault. Another golden nugget. Let's go back to Romans 9. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up. So the Lord raised up Pharaoh, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. The Lord said he put Pharaoh in a position so I can take you down and show you my power so the world can know me. Yahawah. Whew. and my only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI. Now let's go back to verse 18. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, on whom he will he hardeneth. Ooh. So, man. So slavery, the Lord hardened Esau to do that to us. He was his sword. There's no free will, man. Verse 19. I'm sorry. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? That's a question. It's not your will, it's his will. So you don't have free will. All right, let me close out, and I gotta tell a little story, because a little story to the testimony. James chapter 4, verse 13 through 16. Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. In other words, saying, yo, I'm finna move to Houston, I'm finna move to Atlanta, I'm finna move to Seattle, New York, wherever, and I'm finna grind out for a year and make money. That's what you're saying, right? Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and then vanisheth away. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, here we go, we shall live and do this or that, Lord willing. But now ye rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. So it's evil to even say, I'm going to do this, such and such time. You know how we say, hey man, I'll see you such and such. Whenever somebody say, hey, you want to do something on Sunday? I'll say, Lord's will. What the fuck they going to say? Excuse me. I mean that. I ain't mean to say that. What they going to say? Even if they're atheists. Lord's will. All right, let's see if you wake up. I remember the story, my protege, Chanakala. He brought it to my attention how there was a plane full of atheists. This was years ago, but I never forget it. A plane full of atheists, right? Plane was going down. Guess what was the first thing that was saying? Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I'm saying it for edification's sake. His name is YAHAWASHI, right? So even though they were atheists, when the plane was it didn't crash. When the plane was descending, they called out to who? So to say, right? A higher power, so to say. And also, the reason why I wanted to bring it out, because it was a couple of days ago, I saw a good friend of mine in the world. I mean, this dude gave his shirt off his back. And he also wouldn't mind taking somebody to the spirit world, but I mean, he's genuinely a good guy. He don't believe in the Bible. He thinks the white man's book, all that stuff, but he believes in the higher power. He believes in higher power. Like, no lie, a dude in my neighborhood that we grew up with, he was like, hey, yo, man, I'm about to have my baby. He said, hey, I bet you your son be born on my birthday. On that dude's birthday, he walking up the street, see the same homeboy. He said, hey, yo, I just had my son. He said, didn't I tell you he was going to be born on my birthday? He said, homie, paused and said, dang, you right. He like kind of started spazzing out, like in a cool way. But like I said, he don't believe in God. He don't believe in the Bible, but he believes in a higher power. And like that was very spiritual. That's the reason why I made him connect. So anyway, make a long story short, I saw him a couple of days ago. I was like, man, this is just a beautiful day, a good day. Anyway, me and the brother just had Camp Shaw. Dude came over, broke bread with us, told us how wicked IUIC was, told us I'm going to do a video on that. And we just broke bread. And I said, man, today, man, just great day, beautiful day, man, great day. He said, what are you talking about? Every day's a good day. Why do you think they call it a present, fool? That's how we talk. And I just laughed, And once again, why you think they call it a present, right? It's a present. It's a gift to wake up. And like I tell people, man, I always try to be a better version of what I was yesterday. I mean, physically, the body's going to die, but it's a spirit that's strengthening, the spirit that quickening. Watch, the elders are still going so strong. I've seen the men from 2009 all the way up until now. I've seen those men. The spirit's still strong, but I've seen their bodies just get older. We all decay, but then, man, it's strong. Anyways, with that being said, I hope we get up out of here soon, man, because I can kind of hear the Elder Pastor Har's voice and everything, and his mind is like, this man has been doing this he did before I was born. My stomach's growling. I really want to get out of here for the sake of the elders and all of us, man, for real. I just want to get the hell out of here, but it's the Lord's will. That being said, I truly pray you is edifying, fed. Stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Kwame Sha'Allah, Maflababor, Shalom.